Hey guys, and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about an issue that I don't really see other producers talking about, and that issue is microtasking, or making very small adjustments when working on a project. Before we begin, just a quick reminder to leave a like down below and hit that subscribe button. This will help me continue to bring valuable content to awesome viewers like you. So many of you may be wondering why microtasking or making micro adjustments could potentially be a problem. First, I'd like to give you a quick example of what exactly I'm talking about. So let's pretend that I'm a new producer and I really don't have any idea how much I should actually be adjusting any given parameter. So let's just say I have a commercial track that I'm playing against and my kick was lacking low end punch in comparison to the commercial track. So I come over and I reach for an EQ and I set a bell filter at 45 Hertz. And then I come over and I move it up just a tiny bit, maybe half a decibel or so. And then I come back, I check it against the commercial track, still not enough. So I do it again, add another tiny nudge, come back, check it again, still not enough. So I do it again. And the process just keeps going on until I probably go overboard and add way too much boost because my ears are completely fried from focusing on the same sound for maybe 30 minutes or even longer. In a nutshell, making these micro adjustments and being very precise about every single adjustment you make might seem like a great idea to produce very precise results. In the case of new producers especially, this could not be farther from the truth. The simple fact is that whenever you are barely altering a sound, you cannot properly hear how the changes are affecting your sound. And if you can't hear the changes being made, then you can't properly assess what actually needs to be done. I don't really know the science behind it, but this kind of has to do with the fact that humans are better at detecting big and more obvious changes versus small changes that happen over a long period of time. So let's talk about how you should actually approach making changes to your sound. Anytime you want to make a change within your mix, you want to first take note of course, where you started. And then we're going to start playing our sound and we're just going to go crazy with it. So I can clearly hear that difference being made whenever I boost it way up. And maybe I can take a note of what clearly sounds like too much. So let's just say that 5 dB sounds like way too much. But if we go back the other direction in a dramatic amount, we can clearly hear that maybe 1 dB is not enough or 2 dB is not enough. So now that we know what is too much and what is not enough, we can find a sweet spot somewhere in between. And instead of frying my ears for 30 minutes or more, or however long it might take, I am achieving a relatively close result within a matter of a couple minutes or less. Now, once you reach this point, you could go and check it against your commercial track. Maybe it's ever so slightly too loud or too quiet, and you can just adjust a little bit from there. But as far as figuring out what needs to be done and actually being able to hear what's happening, you need to kind of go crazy with it. Make those big moves and actually let your ears hear what's happening. The simple fact that you will be able to hear what's happening will help you make better mix decisions. This technique is especially useful when using effects that your ears are not yet familiar with, like using a compressor or something like that. So again, just start twisting those knobs, nice and big moves. Don't be afraid to go crazy with it. And I promise this will skyrocket your ability to create better mixes down the road. That's a wrap for this video. It was a relatively quick one, but I hope you guys found it useful nonetheless. Thank you all for watching and have an amazing day.